Hello, folks. How's everybody doing? That's totally off center. What the hell? How? I just asked how everyone's doing. How are you doing again, though? It's Thursday, and we're back with Vanitas trivia by Blitz. I gotta fix this though. I don't know why it's like that. Um, one sec. There we go. Should be better. Howdy. Yeah, we got some Vanitas trivia by Blitz, and then we'll be going back to Dream Drop. So here is the code. I would assume we're going to be playing Enter the Darkness or something like that. Let's see. Or maybe not. Is this the remix? Or Enter the Void? I don't know what this is. I'm doing a little bit of an experiment with the, what song is this, Blitz? Oh, the Secret Boss? I definitely heard Enter the Void a few times. Doing an experiment here with the category. You'll see it says just chatting. That's basically just to see if my bots come from people who actually follow / like watch me, or if it's people who like kind of troll the Kahoot category on Twitch. So loud. Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll be loud. Let me know if that's well, if it's somebody who's watching me, then I'm screwed anyway, you know what I mean? Well, there are people who would hate watch for sure. So the way I see it, if I say like, oh, I'm doing this in case it's somebody who's watching me right now, then they were gonna do it anyway, you know? Yeah, like Vodka hate watches, so BJ hate watches.
BJ, 2 shots of vodka?
It's vodka, yeah. I don't know if you should be singing Taylor Swift songs in here today, Vodka. She's a more controversial figure than usual today. Oh, hey, Barnabas, brother! Thank you so much for the 21 months. Appreciate that. And Oracle as well, as we were getting started here. Thank Oracle for the 21 months. Nothing happened to Taylor Swift, just more so things happen to her fans that it's her fault. It's not really her fault. It's like half her fault, but like, no, it's like 25% and like 75% for Ticketmaster. I guess it's like, I don't really understand fully. I think it's the people who want tickets to her concert, like only, it never went on like a general sale because like they were all bought up already by like scalpers and stuff. Also, grade 2 in 23. Thank you for the 6 months there. Appreciate that. You know, the prices are inflated. But I think Taylor Swift probably can't be like, yo, Ticketmaster sure blows, because there's probably like some sort of a contract or something there. But yeah, Taylor Swift is now a PlayStation 5 basically. So it's rough out there. Yeah, the monopoly will do it. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough times. People are calling it breakup Ticketmaster. I've only used Ticketmaster. Do I have it for my? I guess I wouldn't be able to tell on my actual physical ticket. It doesn't show on the actual ticket if you got the Ticketmaster, does it? I have my one Gorillaz ticket up there. I don't know if I would have to assume that I used it. Yeah, that was several years ago. Imagine Vodka going to any event that isn't a skating championship. That would be cringe. Anyway, oh yeah, somebody asked me, well, the thing with the avatars, and I'm fine with using them. I like seeing at the end how many questions the top 3 got correct, but apparently if you have the avatars on, you don't get to see, which is stupid. You should be able to have both of those things. But I think Buffoon realized that anytime we have characters on, you don't get to see like 17 out of 20 or whatever. They have to be off in order for that to show up, but whatever. I think it's more fun to have lethal guys. So I'll be Brother Pat, obviously. Brother Pat, as if I lived in a monastery or something. Oh, but I have the devil horns. I mean, Vanitas is an evil little bastard, so I think that's actually pretty apt. And what, is he a mummy underneath? Try to look a bit more Vanitas-y if I can. That's probably the best I'm going to be able to do. Yeah, the much-awaited Brother Bear spinoff. God, please no. Please don't make me run around a fucking Canadian forest with Coda. Anything but that. Anyone find it strange that seasons 1 and 2 of Euphoria, the best show on television, is only being released on DVD? Why no Blu-ray? It's 2021. That is weird. I never got on the Blu-ray train. I mean, I never was really on the DVD train once streaming was a thing, you know? I never really watched DVDs when they were gifted to me, and I would never buy them myself. So, yeah, PJ makes a good point. So, everyone should turn into a bear at some point. As Brother Bear 2 and 1 showed us, it's basically the solution to any and all problems. You can just resolve all conflict by becoming Ursine. You can be a Sed, you know. That's true. I get that, Buffoon. I'm the same way with games. Like, I like my games physical just because I like having the collection, but I feel like having a collection of physical games and movies, like, I hardly have enough shelf space for my games, so it's like I don't even know where I would put DVDs if I were into... I mean, I'm really not a big movie guy in general, so... is the hype train message going to be stuck here the whole time, or... Well, it's still counting down, so... can I type something I can pin? Yeah. I love Twitch chat. Pin that for the people.
What is this question?
I have no space because of my games.
Have you ever had Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog? I never even had a regular eggnog. I just am turned off by the prospect of it. Oh, look at that. It's pinned. Could you unpin it? Wow, it stays for a long time. Oh, I can hide it for myself. Never mind. Is Dutch eggnog a sex thing? Yeah, that sounds like a sex move. I think you can put Dutch in front of basically anything that sounds like a sex move, so... thanks, cool guy. I don't know if you're speaking for everybody there. Like, you can't speak for Vodka and PJ, so... Egg of Nog. Yeah, I guess if you're literally flexible enough, yeah. A sex thing or a fart thing, one of the two. If someone says something nice about DDD, you can pin it, and we can all laugh. Ta-da! Twitch chat. Oh my god, you all pulled together? Thank you so much for the 420. And, Potato Cats, thank you for the resub there for the 2 months. Thank you again, Twitch chat. I'm so glad that you were able to come up with the funds, pull it all together. really appreciate that. Blaze it. 15% egg? That seems high. That seems pretty high. I would give it like a fitting 2%. So, something Dutch isn't always a sex thing. Sometimes it's being cheap because apparently... Well, listen, I don't make me speak for the Dutch. We have Dutch friends here in the Twitch chat, but I mean, if you're speaking for the Dutch, Lucky, then go ahead. Hi, Dan Bob. I think we're good as far as, like, I think it's the problem is marking the Kahoot as the category. Although, you know, we'll see. I guess we'll get started. I'll get in here myself. Rather reload it, finish editing my avatar. Let me double check on the settings here. All good. And again, if anyone's new, you punch this code in at kahoot.it, and you can play along. It's trivia all about Vanitas by Captain Blitz. I guess we can lock the Kahoot up just to be safe, yeah, just to keep it from getting botted later on during it. There are no manga questions because BBS doesn't have a manga, but BBS does have a novel, so I make no promises about that. Well, fuck. That sucks to see. I guess I'll leave it open for like 1 more minute. But I think everybody who's in is already in. I don't see anyone in chat talking about not being in yet, so. Here we go. I'll lock it up now, and if you are locked out, let me know, and I will, I'll let you back in. Okay. Captain Blitz's Vanitas Trivia. Number 1. Which symbol is not present on the Ventus/Vanitas shared dive to the heart? Oh, God. Void Gear's keychain, Wayward Wind's keychain, the Unversed emblem, or the Mickey emblem. I have no idea. I always fail the dive to the heart questions. Ugh, you know, I thought, like, it seems so obvious, right? But I thought they fucking shoehorn the Mickey emblem into everything, so I didn't click that. I thought maybe it'd be weird if the unversed emblem wasn't there. Maybe that's why it's the option. That's so stupid. Yeah, this is this is not a great start for me. I thought way too hard about it because the Mickey emblem is the one that belongs there the least, and even then you could make a case for like, oh, Ven met Mickey very briefly, so it's the only to not have Mickey, the only platform. God. It's Eggstra the Void, it's Xehanordo, Dan Bob, Ribbonfly, and Brother. Alright, I'm in 29th, tied with Botka. Number 2. What is the official name of the famous Yeetus Vanitas scene? Oh, I know. Confrontation with Vanitas, enter the black coat, the masked boy, or its name is actually Yeetus Vanitas. We recently talked about this on the Wednesday stream from last week. Yeah, it's called Confrontation with Vanitas, where Sully throws Vanitas through the doors. Enter the Black Coat might be the scene where Vanitas shows up at the end of the... There's like a scene with Randall or something, and I think Vanitas shows up and he summons the Lump of Horror. And then the Masked Boy might be from BBS. I think that's right. It is unfortunately not called Yeetus Vanitas. Alright, we got Egg, Dan Bob, Just James, Kyle, Neku, and I am in 11th behind PJ Hates Vanitas. Number 3. Which of these worlds can Vanitas not be fought in? Keyblade Graveyard, Land of Departure, Neverland, or Monstropolis. Also, I now know who Twitch chat was, thanks to PayPal. So thank you to a person who I know very well. Bum, 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 bum. I won't out you. Yeah, you do not fight Vanitas in Monstropolis. Only Sully gets the Vanitas boss fight, and he wins it pretty handily. But you fight him in the Graveyard, obviously, in BBS in 3. You fight him in Land of Departure in KH3 as Aqua. And then you fight him in Neverland as Aqua in BBS. Alright, I'm in 8th. That probably was easier for me because I just had to get footage of Aqua versus Vanitas in KH3. Buffoon, James, Kyle, Neku, and Silver Inferno. Moving on here. Number 4. In which game does Vanitas appear but not any unversed? BBS FM, KH3, Melody of Memory, or Dark Road. Shut up about the Magic Mirror. It doesn't count. Oh yeah, some people think the Magic Mirror is an unversed because of the spirit of the Magic Mirror. Yeah. So, yeah, he unversed are in BBS, obviously. They appear in Monstropolis and KH3 and the Graveyard, and then they are on the BBS tracks in Melmem. And Vanitas is in all of those as well. Alright, Just James, Buffoon, Silver Inferno, PJ, and me. Number 5. Which of these VAs has voiced Vanitas? What? Oh. Sorry, I was not thinking. Jesse McCartney, David Gallagher, Benjamin Diskin, or Tony Anselmo. Yeah, I was like, where's HJO? And then I realized that, when they're fused together, Ventus Vanitas, they're, Jesse McCartney is there. But, David Gallagher is Riku, Benjamin Diskin is Young Xehanort, and Tony is Donald Duck. That'd be great to hear Donald Duck do Vanitas lines, though. James, PJ, Neku, Kyle, and me. Took a little too long on that one. Number 6. When Vanitas explains the origins of the unversed to Ventus, which type of unversed is not present? Flood, Tank Toppler, Sonic Blaster, or Scrapper. I know I can see 2 of these at least. It's the scene where like they're all behind him or in front of him, and he's like explaining the fledgling emotions. Oh man, I actually got it. Yeah, so Flood are the basic shadows. I definitely remember the Tank Topplers, and the Sonic Blasters are like the floating, like little satellite guy things. So Venti wants to keep sleeping. my Donald is historically not good, but I tried. Yeah, so the Scrappers are like the taller. I think they're green in FM. They're like the soldier equivalents for unversed. And I don't quite remember seeing them in that scene. All right, that's me, or sorry, James, then me, Buffoon, Void Blossom. Is that Mickey? It's Riku?
Mickey!
And then PJ.
It's Riku!
In 5th.
They put bugs in him!
Number 7.
What?
Which character can fight Vanitas but can never have any version of Enter the Darkness play while doing so? Can never have any version of Enter the Darkness play. Having a lot of trouble here. Sora, Aqua, Terra, Riku. Fuck. I clicked Riku at the very end. I knew Sora and Aqua can hear it. I can't even remember fighting Vanitas as Terra or Riku. Which I know it's obvious, but someone help me. When does that happen? Terra versus Vanitas in... Oh, right. Yep. I was thinking solo, but yeah, Master Xehanort and Vanitas on the big platform in Graveyard. And then Riku... when does Riku fight him? Is that like as a member of the party? Or... Oh, you don't as Riku. Oh, okay. So the question is like you... Okay, so there's like actually characters where you don't fight him in there, mixed in. Okay. I see. I misread or misunderstood it. Because I was like... Well, I knew it was... The song was the crux of the question, but I was like... Well, I don't think Riku can fight him at all. But I can't read. It's a problem, so... we got James, Buffoon, PJ, Neku, and me. Number 8. But Ventus, I did decide who I am. You see what I am is darkness, is light, is your brother, is in desperate need of therapy. I think most Kingdom Hearts characters need therapy, even the happy ones. Actually, especially the happy ones. What I am is darkness. And then, I think Ven goes, okay. And Sora's like, how is that okay? Oh, that was 0 points. Okay. Usually those are the final questions. Number 9. How many different times has Vanitas fought throughout the whole series, counting multi-phase fights as one? Oh... 4, not enough. 7 times, ironically. 9 whole times, or 13 times, fittingly. 9 whole times? I said 13, actually, because I thought there were more. Here's my count. So, there's 3 as Aqua, right? You got Radiant Garden, Neverlands, and Graveyard. You have twice as Ven in Graveyard and... well, 2 in the Graveyard. Badlands and Graveyard, I guess. That's 5. 6 with Terra. 7 with Aqua in KH3. 8 in the Graveyard. And I counted the data. I counted, I don't know if I was supposed to count the data or not. And then I counted the Vanitas remnant, so I was like, well, it seems like it's over 9, and maybe I'm just missing one. Because I think I ended up with like 11 with my count. But I don't know if we were supposed to count the data or the remnant, so. Because I guess they're technically not Vanitas himself, but. Alright, I fell to 6th. Barney Warney in 5th now. Vanitas and Xehanort, yeah, I counted that one in there. There's like, you fight him like 6 times in BBS alone. And then 9 is the count for story fights. Okay, that's fair. Number 10. Which of these Vanitas lines were said in Dream Drop? Oh, well, it's not showing on my screen. I'm still seeing how I got the last question wrong. Even if you are not the prisoner, we haven't ever met in the flesh, I am Vanitas. It's always about your friends, isn't it? Or what I am is darkness. Yeah, that's the line that he shares with young Xehanort in the cathedral. It's like his only line in Dream Drop. He says blue in Monstropolis. Yellow, I don't know where he says that. And he says green when he dies in KH3. There you go. I'm still in 6th. Everyone gets that one. Moving on to 11. What attack can both Big Nor and Vanitas use, but no other org member, new or old, can? Summoning dusty keyblades, summoning pillars of light, summoning electricity, or summoning ice. Did I fuck this up? I might have fucked this up. Okay, never mind. Because I was gonna say who... Oh, new or old, so I wasn't thinking of... I was thinking all KH3, but Vexen obviously summons ice. Larxene summons electricity, and Roxas and Shion summon light, so they both do the Dusty Keyblade thing in BBS and KH3. Alright, number 12. According to the BBS novel, what was Vanitas' original appearance before he looked like Sora? A dark being with yellow eyes, remarkably like a Heartless, a white creature covered in zippers, similar to a nobody, a dark version of Ventus, or he always looked like Sora. What do you mean? Being gaslit? Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that at some point. It'd be weird if it looked like a nobody, and then I'm not going to be gaslit by this green option. Alright, Barney Warney and I rise up there. Number 13. According to the BBS novel, what does Vanitas feel when an unverse is defeated? A stabbing pain in his literal heart, a platinum polyp developing on his gallbladder, a wave of nausea, or a throbbing headache? God, I never considered that. This is never addressed in the game. I thought it was just too easy for it to be the stabbing pain, so I thought maybe it'd be a headache. Which maybe that was stupid of me, but I just thought, really? In the literal heart is where he feels it? I guess. That's gotta be very painful. I'd be pissed off too. I guess Vanitas is a heartache girl. Alright, I drop down to 6th, and Void Blossom takes my place, and PJ rises up to 2nd. Number 14. What is Vanitas' rank in the true organization? Fucking knew this would be a question, so I looked it up ahead of time. I said, oh, today's the Vanitas Kahoot? Well, I know there'll be a fucking question about his true rank, so I looked it up. I did. And I'm not sorry. Because you know what? They're on the schedule, anyone can look them up. Yeah, he's number 11. I was like, alright, when you go into this Kahoot later today, go for XI, because that's the one. And listen, there's going to be more Kahoots. Actually, do we have any other organization member Kahoots left to do? Did we ever do one on... Did we ever do... We did a Shion one, didn't we? Yeah, we did Shion already. That might be the last one where I have to know. There's never an Ansem, Ansem Secret Darkness Kahoot, I don't think. So, you'll always be able to know, and you can always look it up ahead of time. Alright, I rise up to 4th for that one. He's number 11. Took the place of Marluxia. Buffoon and I rise up there. Number 15. Oh yeah, the double features. Which of these commands are not part of the Vanitas D-Link? Dark Spiral, Dark Splicer, Last Word, or Dark Faraga? I don't know, I'm always so focused on just fucking surviving during this part. There is a Kahoot all about the real organization ranks by Buffoon. Yeah, I didn't remember Faraga being used at all during the Vanitas part, so I went with that one. Alright, I'm guessing Last Word is the final command in that batch. Void Blossom swaps in for 5th. Number 16. In which game did Vanitas first appear? KH2 FM, BBS FM, Recoded, or 358 Days? Tricky. Yeah, so you read it and you're like, BBS, but when you see KH2 FM being proposed, he is in the secret ending alongside Master Xehanort. So that is very tricky, yeah. Pretty clever. Alright, we all got it though. Moving on to 17, true or false? The KH3 version of Enter the Darkness is only used for the Data Vanitas fight. I think I got this. I'll be surprised if I was wrong. Yeah, okay. Because I'm pretty sure it's on the original soundtrack, like before Remind, so if Data Vanitas is only in Remind, it wouldn't make sense. I think if you kill Terranort first, and then leave Vanitas, that'll play. I'm not sure if it's the Cage 3 version or the BBS version when you're fighting him as Aqua in Land of Departure. Alright, we all got that one. Moving on to number 18. Which of these tracks plays for a fight against Vanitas in BBS? The Key of Darkness, Dark Impetus, or Forza della Scarita. And it's Green Requiem, because that's a music question. Is it the Aqua Battle too? Okay. Yeah, I was like, Key of Darkness would make a lot of sense, but I think it's the Key for some reason. There's 3 BBS tracks, the Key of Darkness, and the Key of Light. And most of them, I think the Key of Darkness and the Key of Light might only be cutscene tracks, and the Key is actually used in a battle. I'm assuming the final Ventus one. I rise up to 3rd. Number 19. Which of the Wayfinder trio learns Vanitas' name first? Terra, Aqua, Ven, or insert funny option here. I love Ven's face in that picture. I can pinpoint one scene. I'm not sure if it comes before anything else. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think the very first time he learns the name would be in the graveyard when Xehanort summons him and he's standing on the pillar. I think that's when he drops Vanitas. And then, I don't know when Aqua learns his name. Or Ven, for that matter. I would guess Ven learns it at the Badlands fight? Or no, that would be... I think that would be after... I don't know. I have no idea. Aqua and Ven learn it... Oh, okay, right, because he says it. He's like, you saw the boy with the mask, and then Terra says Vanitas. Right, okay. So Terra learns it and then gives it to the other two. There you go. I and PJ rise up. Number 20. What is the first chronological scene Vanitas shares with any unversed? With any unversed. You know, the Keyblade's forging, Darkness takes over, Servant of Darkness, or Enter the Black Coat. Okay, so I think that's the scene that Blitz used earlier with like which ones appear alongside him. I think that's the one that's called the Keyblade's forging. I can actually look in the. I'm gonna look at the Wayfinder project right now. I'll actually probably use the older one because I'll be able to find that quicker if I use the sheet. That's crazy if he never appears alongside any unversed until the very end of the game. Yeah, that is indeed. So it's Ven, Vanitas, Floods, Sonic Blasters, Tank Topplers, a Trinity Armor, and Aqua are all in that scene. And that's like the 4th to last Ventus scene in BBS. And that's the first time he shares the scene with an unversed. There you go. I swap with PJ. I guess he got it quicker than me. And we're moving on to the final question, 21. Which element has Vanitas never used? Fire, lightning, ice, or water? I can rule out 2 of these. Yeah, definitely. Lightning, he does like when he's like, he shoots it out from his Keyblade and he's like doing a little flip backwards, I think. And then the fire is like his come out from the ground move. Oh, ice, is that like in conjunction with like a Keyblade, like when he's riding on them, I think. Yeah, I specifically remembered lightning and fire, but I'm having more trouble with ice, and I don't remember water at all. Okay, let's see our leaderboard. In 3rd place, it's Buffoon. In 2nd place, it's me. What happened to PJ? Is PJ the winner? Number 1, it's PJ. PJ hates Vanitas. Oh my god. Just James in 4th, and Cell Blossom in 5th. Look at that. I can't believe PJ won the Vanitas Kahoot after saying how much he hated him. PJ, Pumpkin Baby.
PJ.
There you go. Congrats, PJ. Look at that. Congratulations, and everyone say thank you to Captain Blitz for making this one for us. Let's see our percentage. I think I'll go... I'm going to go 45. 53, okay. And Yeah, this is the toughest question. I did manage to get this one with the cutscene we just talked about. His rank, because I knew it would be a question. A little cheaty from me, but you know, gotta take what I can. And that, yep, the same one about the cutscene, and then yeah, this one I biffed at the end. The 9 times you fight him throughout the series. All right, yeah, PJ knows everything when he's here on time. If PJ can make every Kahoot, it would be game over. All right, that is going to be our Kahoot. I'll move that over to the previously played pile. Our next Kahoot is Saturday at 4. It's by Just James. It's all about Oathkeeper and Oblivion. So that should be pretty interesting. We never had any trivia about specific weapons. And then we have Dream Drop Trivia Part 2 by Oathkeeper, Tuesday at 6. And then a week... Or no, so we're not streaming on Thanksgiving. So there won't be a stream a week from today. Because I will be at 2 dinners throughout the day. And one of them during stream time. So then we have... the Ladies of Kingdom Hearts Beginner Mode Trivia by Got Vodka on the 26th. So that'll be our next 3. And then there's a standard mode on the stream after that. And we are scheduled up till December 6th with End of the World Trivia by Blitz. So we're getting towards needing some more, I think. What's up, Allie? So I'm always open. DMs are always open if you want to submit a Kahoot. And we're going to move on to the hurdle. Let's see. Oh, it's been a minute since I've not known this from the first note on stream. It feels like BBS to me. Or is it maybe like that song, I don't know what it's called when Sora stabs himself? Is it... It's not like called Sora's Sacrifice, is it? I don't think it is. I'm gonna refresh just in case, though. No. I'm not gonna check because I don't want to be spoiled on it. Oh, that's tough. I'm just gonna say the Key of Light because it feels kind of BBS-y to me. No. That didn't help at all. There's no like Sora killing himself music. Sacrifice, light something. Tears of the Light, that's not it. Oh. I have no idea. None of these are speaking to me. I'm gonna skip. That did nothing. That did nothing for me at all. That was no help. I really think it might be this scene when Sora stabs himself, but I really don't know. It's either that or like an early or late game BBS song. I'll be surprised if it's anything else. Key, something Key. It's not just the regular Key. That was like a boss battle song. We just talked about it. I'm skipping again. I really don't have any good guesses. Oh? So, but it's not... Oh, what the fuck? Is it just gonna be Dearly Beloved? Like... But it's not the Cage 1 or 2 version. Oh, I feel dumb now. I really think it is. It has to be the Sora Sacrifice song, but I have no idea what it's called. Is it like Hikari something? Where they like implement simple or not simple and clean, Dearly Beloved into it? What happens if I just type in Hikari? That's so annoying. I have no idea. Literally, the song is over before I can get another hint. That's just silence. It's 16 seconds. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. So, Miracle. Fuck. Yeah. Well, who knows that? Even I know. I'm a KH1 guy. So who here said Miracle? I'm gonna fucking Control F through this Twitch chat right now and see the one person who said Miracle. Oh look, not even one. Not even one person said Miracle. So yeah, that's what I said. I said when he stabbed himself, but I meant like when he comes back actually. No, I didn't. I didn't mean that. I'm thinking in my head that plays after he disappears, but it's when he's getting hugged by her in the entrance hall. I did fail. It failed big time. I had the right chain of events, but it was the wrong part. It was the first part, looking for the end result. I scrambled the question order? Oh, sorry. Oh, that's why the leaf chain had this. That's why the joke answer was in the middle of it. Alright, well, there's the hurl. I biffed it. I was close. I had an idea of what it was, but it's a very short track. It's one of the most obscure KH1 ones.
What is this question?
Yeah, work on that vodka question while I do get everything set up for Dream Drop here. If you're just here for the Kahoot and the hurdle, thank you so much for stopping in. We'll be back on Saturday. I don't know what we're doing besides the Kahoot. I don't know if we're going to continue Pac-Man World. I don't know how many people really cared about that. I'll have to think about that. But bye, VOD people.